Hi, my name is Brooke Lipman, and this is Wine Together, a podcast where we drink wine and have a chat. So sit back, relax, and get that corkscrew ready. This week, I have another special guest joining me, my friend Jackie. For our topic this week, we'll be chatting about life after college. Okay, so how's uh how's life been treating you after graduating?
Okay. Um, I had a really interesting experience a
Right?
few weeks ago because I was dashing and I was in Fredericksburg, Virginia, just
Oh,
doing my thing. And then I get an order to go to drop off an order like at a school.
uh-huh.
It was like at a college. Um and it was move-in day for them. And I was like, yeah, I was just there and I was like, it was the strangest experience. I was like, I never have to do that again. I was like,
Oh my
yeah.
God.
No, it
It's
was great.
Oh my goodness, that's I can't imagine though, because like you feel I mean, I would feel like, oh my gosh, am I like I'm forgetting all my stuff. Like, oh my gosh,
Right?
what's going
No. Yeah, I was like, I feel so strange right now. I feel like I need to start unpacking my stuff to go to school. Nope. Nope.
Oh my gosh. What school was it?
It's Mary Washington
Oh,
College
my,
in Fredericksburg.
yeah.
Yeah.
My uncle's wife, I think she got her master's there, actually. So that's
Mm,
pretty I could be wrong. She could have gotten it at George Washington. I
maybe.
No, it's fine. It's just yeah. No, it's so weird because I'm back like I'm taking a German class right now every
Oh,
morning.
okay.
And
Nice.
it's and I was like, "Oh, I thought I was done with 8 a.m.s, but my German class is 8:15 in the morning, Monday through Thursday."
Monday through Thursday?
Monday through
Is it
Thursday.
online? It's online?
No,
Or is it oh, it's in person?
I have to
Oh
get
my
up like I get up at 5 o'clock in the morning now.
oh my gosh. Yeah, yeah, no. I mean, you wanna know a funny I so no matter how much I didn't like necessarily being at school or doing the schoolwork, I find myself trying to find things to learn and do, which is so strange. Like I'm doing something so learning Korean right now on my own.
Mhm.
Um which is very it's interesting. It's challenging. So I don't know. I feel like I need something to challenge my brain, but it feels good not it being school,
Yeah.
like Dean.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, and like since Naya still goes there,
Yeah.
I talk to them about like what's happening at school because they're
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so a lot has changed. A
I know,
lot has
like,
changed.
so much.
Mm.
Like, I I was so I mean, okay, understandably, when I was a little bit sad that Amy quit, but also understandable.
No, no, good for her. When I
Yeah,
heard that, I was like, good for her.
yeah,
She deserved better. And we all know she hated working there.
absolutely.
Um, understandably so. But like Andrew left too.
Patsy's gone.
Patsy got fired. Like it's crazy. I'm glad we graduated when we did because I don't
Yeah.
know if I would be able to take another semester there.
I don't think I could
Yeah.
handle
But I'm going back. I'll be there at the end of the month. I'm seeing Naya in Let It Be. I'll be
it.
there. But I'm really excited to feel the feeling of being on campus but not going to school there anymore. That's what I'm looking forward to. Yeah.
I don't even think I could step foot on campus if I were back.
That's no, that's so valid. I don't blame you. It'll be tough. It'll be tough.
It'll probably be strange. You'll be like, I gotta go back to the condos. Like,
Yeah. It'll be so surreal.
oh boy. Yeah, no, it's I'm just glad to not be in the US right now.
You have no idea. Have you been seeing everything? Are we gonna get into can we get into are we getting into politics? Can we get into politics? Um,
If it
have you
gets I'll like cut it, but
right, right. But like you've seen stuff, right? Like did
yeah,
you see any
I heard about the debate, but I didn't get to watch it because it was so late at night and I was already up watching a football game.
No, that's fair. No, that's fair. I didn't watch the entire debate, but I've seen a lot of clips.
Yeah.
And let's just say things are looking better because of the debate. But like you're not in the US, so like
Yeah.
why do you have to worry about that?
I'm still gonna vote, but like
How does that work?
I have to get an absentee ballot. So, basically I have to apply to vote like from overseas and they can accept or deny it. Last time they accepted it. But yeah, I mean, because I'm voting in North Carolina, which is thank God, because sometimes they swing red. Um,
Yeah, yeah. Same with
it'll
Virginia.
yeah, because like with those states that are like kind of the South, but not really, like every vote really does count.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that if you were out of the country, you could still vote. I wasn't aware of that. That's
Mhm.
cool.
Yeah, it's amazing because I was like, I got it. I can't not.
Right. No, no, this is definitely
Oh yeah.
a very pivotal election, I will say.
I did
Um,
see something on a BuzzFeed post where it was like a bunch of Twitter posts about the debate, and I screenshotted one because I was like, "This is the funniest thing I've ever read," and it says, in quotes, "There is no state in this country where it is legal to kill a baby after it's born." End quote. Shouldn't be the flex that it is, but we live in hell, so
that that's so fitting. That's so fitting because like I saw that like I heard him say that in the debate and I was just like what are you talking? That's all I was thinking. Every clip I see, I'm like, what are you even? What do you mean? Like, I don't understand where this is coming from. And I don't know if you've seen the very famous thing that he said about illegal immigrants eating pets.
sure, transition, like whatever it was about
Yeah,
transition.
like they were like taking people's pets and eating them, and I'm like, hold on, like hold on. But I was just glad that he was getting fact checked on everything because he thought it was a regular rally where that doesn't happen, but no.
I can't. Have you seen Project 2025?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I have. Mhm.
What? There's
Yeah.
no way they could possibly enforce that, right?
No, no, no. He wants like you can't he wants to like they want to get rid of democracy. And like it's like insane. I'm like absolutely not. Nobody like no, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. They
It's
can dream, but it's not going to happen.
no, I I can't wait in like 3 years. I might get my Swiss citizenship, so
So are
maybe.
you so I know you talked about being interested in going back to school. Are you? Like have
Um,
you looked more into that?
I'm looking into it. I'm trying to decide what I want to do because I've kind of changed my mind a couple times.
Mm,
Because originally I was like, oh, I'll do it for choreography, but that's like while I was in school, and I was like, oh, if I go right away. But then I was like, I don't know if I really want to go to school for that. Like, yeah, I want to choreograph but then I was thinking, oh, maybe like nutrition. Um, but and then like recently because I started getting like really, really into sports, but like football specifically,
yeah, yeah.
I'm really interested in injury prevention. So I was thinking maybe sports medicine. Um,
That's cool. Definitely a different route than choreography, but that's
yeah,
really cool.
I've done
It's
like a
definitely like how do I like a more secure thing to get into, I would say. Because like where I'm at right now, I'm like, oh gosh, I might have to go back to school. Because I'm like, I mean, right now I'm just working because I am trying to move. So I'm like, I
Mhm.
need to get that money.
Or
But
if you just want
yeah.
to visit Switzerland in a couple months,
Oh, that let me tell you, I was telling my mom about it, and my mom was like, because I was saying all the places that I'm able to go, if I when I visit you,
Yeah.
and then she was like, I mean, might as well get your passport now so you have it when the time is right. And I'm like, yeah, that's fair. So I think I'm gonna do that because come on, I've never been outside the states. I need to be outside the states. I
Do
have to. I have to. Um, it's an easy way in, bro. It's an easy way in.
it's to stay
Exactly. Yeah. I'm like, yeah,
right now.
definitely.
You be sleeping in here.
For sure. Yeah. I want to so bad. So we'll see. Hopefully my job goes well and I
Yeah.
get all the money, but
I know. I was hoping I'd have like I don't know how many miles I have, but I was like, oh my gosh, if I could fly Jackie here in December, like we could go to Christmas markets.
yeah, for Christmas we're going to San Diego because you know the brother I talked to you about who's terrified of COVID
Yeah.
still. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're visiting him because the only way we can see him is if we go to him. And like, yeah, it's whatever. But yeah. I'm excited to go back to San Diego though. I like San Diego.
Nice and warm.
And
Kind of.
well, yeah, but like it stays the same temp most of the time. So it doesn't get too hot usually. But I haven't been back for a while, so that might have changed. I don't know.
Yeah.
Um,
It's
but also, yeah. yeah.
this is
I found out another thing though
oh
regarding my
boy.
family.
Oh boy.
My brother, not the one I was just talking about, my other brother who lives in California, he's proposing to his girlfriend. Yeah, they've been together for 10 years since
Wow.
high school. Yeah, and they're yeah, he's proposing to her. I was so excited. I was like, please.
Oh my
But
gosh, I'm excited.
yeah. This is the earliest I've drunk wine, by the way. I've never drunk wine before well, I've never drunk wine before like 5, so
Interesting.
here we go.
I mean, I'm in Europe, so like we drink beers with lunch.
Oh, I'm sure. Oh, I am sure.
I've been really good about not drinking before like 5 o'clock recently because
Was that
really good. Yeah, really good.
that was the thing you were striving for? Is drinking before 5 or not drinking before 5?
It's just like weird because right now my mom's in the US, so
Oh,
just for like a couple, well, she might be there till May, but
till
yeah.
May.
Yeah, like she'll come back for Christmas, but she's teaching. And
Oh,
she desperately wants to quit her job.
oh no.
It's
Why? It's bad.
yeah.
Oh no. Is
It's a
this? Did you mention? Because is this the new job that she got? Like, yeah, I know you were talking about when we were at school that.
yeah, because
Yeah.
she was teaching remote, and then they were like, no, like for the next school year, you have to be in person. And she was like,
That's really annoying. So what? It's just you and your dad over there right now.
yeah. So, which means like from the first half of the day, which, well, the last couple days he was leaving before me to go to work, but that's because they had a big like thing that he had a big part of with like software, whatever going on
Yeah, yeah.
there for like a long time. So he was there probably from like 8 o'clock in the morning until like 9 p.m.
Oh yeah.
But recently but a little bit before that when I started my German class, I was leaving before him. Like
Mm-hmm.
going out the door before him to go to German class and then, like I'm getting back at around like noon, 12:30, something like that. So I get like the second half of the day to myself doing literally
Nice. I mean, yeah. But do you find work? Are you working anywhere out there yet?
not yet. But it's kind of tough to like it was gonna be really tough to have a job like with the German class because I have other stuff that I have to get done. Like if I do want to start auditioning next year, I need to stay in shape. So I've
Right.
been working out every day, but I can't do that before class because I don't have time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
that's fair.
oh my gosh. Yeah.
It's rough out here.
My gosh, so much to do, so little time, right?
Mm, it feels like it. Time is soaring. Like, mm-mm.
Yeah. Hold on, I gotta close these blinds because the sun is like right in the
Yeah,
weirdest right
I
now.
did note. I did notice that.
It's so bad. I don't know if that's gonna make it better. Thank God the light is on, right? Okay, that's a
Mhm.
oh, this room is so strange, like the way it's laid out. Oh my gosh. But yeah, I don't know. I feel weird like honestly, but I also just like don't leave. I don't do anything, so it's
No, I feel that. All I do is go to work and come home right now. Um, yeah,
I mean, I did like obviously like I went on a hike this morning, so I did get out a little bit.
yeah.
I love this. So we went out to lunch at this little diner that it's like an American style diner.
Okay. What?
It was really cute. Like there's a couple of those in Switzerland, but I think well, I've only been to that one and then like one other, but of the two that I've been to, that one was fairly authentic.
Really? Did the food taste like actually like
I
it was
mean,
from America?
I wouldn't necessarily say that it's really hard to compare like taste of food because they use like so much like better ingredients.
Oh, I'm
Like,
sure. Yeah. Yeah.
but the portions sure were because the burger, like I had a pulled pork burger and it was probably about like this big.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I went to a Mexican restaurant last night because my mom wasn't here for my birthday, so we went out to dinner after she got back, and I really wanted to go to this Mexican restaurant mainly because of the drinks, because they had like really cool, like fancy drinks. And I was like, I really want to go. So we go, and I order like a margarita, and she was like, "What size?" And I'm like, "You have different sizes." So I was like, "I'll take a medium." It comes over. This thing is so big, and it came with like a lemon on top that was like on fire like over and I was like, this is the biggest drink I've ever ordered in my life. And then I got a quesadilla
Uh-huh.
and it was the biggest quesadilla I've ever had. It was delicious. It was like probably the best quesadilla I've had, but like I was like I was like, oh my gosh. Like I still have some of the drink left. I didn't finish it. They were like, yeah, we have to go containers for alcohol, like for alcoholic drinks because their drinks are so big. And I was
Yeah.
like, yeah, I'll take that home. I will take that home. It tasted good. It was a watermelon margarita.
Ooh,
It
no.
tasted so good, but it was huge.
Jeez. It's so funny because like Um, I am so like now I'm just so used to like being back in Europe that I'm like because like I had a really like I mean I would say yeah a big beer with my lunch like and that's very common and
Sure.
like what you said about like taking the alcoholic drinks away I was like that's not very common in the US but like in Europe if you get like a bottle you can literally just walk the street and like drink it like in public you can just like take it on the bus like
It's because America has the worst reputation with alcohol because it's so like taboo that people just are not responsible with their alcohol, so they can't be trusted. That's literally why.
it's
It's
so fun.
annoying. Like
Yeah.
Europe, nobody cares. Like everybody just drinks, so like nobody's like crazy, but like it's
It's so funny because like a couple I think it was maybe it was around Christmas time. Oh yeah, it was when my mom was working at the same place that my dad works at. Well, she was working at the same building, but not for
Mhm.
the same company.
Right.
Um, I went to meet her for lunch because there's a bar like right across from the building. And so I got a beer with my lunch and I didn't finish it. And I don't remember if I like had to leave or like maybe she had to leave to go back to work or something. And I was like, wait, I can bring this with me. And she's like, yeah. I was like, oh, I forgot. And so like I like walked to the bus stop and like had it was like a 10-minute walk to the well there's a bus stop closer, but the bus wasn't running or something. And it was like a
Right.
10-minute walk to the bus stop and I'm just like carrying this beer, like drinking it while I'm going, just like and I was like, I
That's
it's in the US.
that's so crazy. Like I don't know. Americans are weird, man. We're
It's just
weird.
before I was 21, so it was like it's such a weird thing because I was like, oh yeah, like I've been drinking since I was 16, like when we moved here. because like
Because
legally.
it doesn't matter. I don't know. It's so strange. I don't know. It's weird. Because, like, isn't America the only place where you have to be 21? Or is there
For
other places?
yes, but I think in Paraguay it's 20. So, but there's like countries where alcohol is completely illegal. So like
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. That's true.
I used
That's
to
true.
know the drinking age of every country. I know in Canada, parts of Canada, it's 19 for the drinking age.
Random.
Yeah.
That's random. uh, I don't know. Laws are weird.
Yes, they
I mean, have you looked up, like, I don't know, weird laws that have actually existed or still do exist?
isn't
Like
there a lot
something like
like
I don't know where it is, but it's like you can't chew gum like when you're like I don't know. There's just
Singapore? There's actually a good reason why you can't chew gum in public. It's because too many people are spitting it on the ground. And like
that
it's
makes that makes sense. Okay. I mean, okay, okay. Okay.
but in I think it's like Alabama, you can't have an ice cream in your back pocket.
Yes.
And
Yes.
the reason for it to exist now, but there was a good reason for it to exist back in the day. It's because people who would steal horses would put ice cream in their back pocket to get the horse to follow them.
Bro, that is so strange. Like obviously there are
Strange
these
that I know
strange
that.
no, no, it's cool though because like honestly, like laws exist because like weird laws like that exist because there had to be a reason, like somebody would have had to do something in order for that law to be put in place. And whenever I read these weird laws, I'm like, who was that, who decided to do that? And then like now there's a law for it when you didn't realize you would need a law for that. It's crazy.
It's also like the signs like on things that are like super weird. So this is a very common thing I think in Europe maybe where people will like when they're going to use the bathroom, they will put their feet on the toilet seat and squat. And so there are signs in public restrooms saying don't do that.
I'm just curious on why they think that would make it easier or more convenient. Doesn't that make things a lot more hard?
I mean, yeah, but the toilet seat is dirty.
Sure. But if
No,
we're using that logic, isn't there like I don't know, is it an actual thing or is it a myth that our phones carry more germs than toilet seat? Isn't that a thing?
I
Or is that a
think
myth?
it's um I mean it depends, I think, on the toilet seat, but I think that's a thing. Like I think that's true.
Yeah. So I'm like, if you're using that logic, don't you shouldn't have a phone then.
It's a, or like there's toilet paper.
Yeah,
You-
yeah, yeah. People do that.
paper.
Yeah, and I know some bathrooms, at least here, have like those
The protector things.
yes, yeah, yeah, have those. And I'm like, yeah. I mean,
Oh, sorry.
no, you're good. I don't blame them because like public restrooms can be disgusting and I hate going to public restrooms. But like at the same time, it's like
The public restrooms here aren't so bad unless they're free. Like the free ones are kind of gross.
the
Except for, oh
free
yeah,
one.
I pay to use the bathroom here.
What do you mean?
Like it's only like 2 francs. So like coins. Like basically, 2 francs is probably about 2.50 in US dollars. So $2.50. Yeah.
To
Not
use the bathroom.
well, yeah, but that way they can like keep it clean and all that. So yeah.
Sure. I mean, okay. But here, see, as a somebody, this is coming from like my mind because I'm somebody who has traveled a lot, like road trip.
Yeah.
Um, and we stop at places just to use the bathroom because we don't want to go on the side of the road because I will not do that. So I'm just imagining having to do that and then like having to pay every time I have to stop to go to the bathroom. And I'm just like, I don't know if I can do that. I don't know if I can do that.
The best part about it is until recently, most of them only took cash. So you'd
See,
have to
that would be an even bigger problem because I never carry cash. So I guess I'm screwed because I'm
Until recently, because actually, I think it wasn't even until like last year that in Bern in the train station, their bathroom, it's super clean. It's a really, really clean bathroom. But it costs 2 francs to use. But until like I think last year, you could only use cash. And the amount of times I have literally had to either like go across the street or we found a secret bathroom for free, that we weren't supposed to. I don't think we were supposed to use if we weren't shopping at that store. And then now they've blocked it off. So, um, but like every time I was like so screwed if I had to use the bathroom in the Bern train station
oh my
because
gosh.
the train that we take because it goes directly from Bern to Solothurn, which is the train station we have to come into.
Yeah.
It would literally like there was no bathroom on that train, so I just it was bad.
Nope, nope. That's that. I'm sorry. This might be objectionable, but like that's the worst feeling on the planet.
Like
One of
when
the worst feelings on the planet is being stuck somewhere and not being able to use the bathroom when you need to.
I
Worst
mean,
feeling on the planet.
I found a lot of the free bathrooms recently though. So like I do know where most of them are, just
Are
in
they
general.
like is would you say the ratio to free and not free bathrooms would be like what, like 50% or like less?
I think less. Just because public bathrooms in general are uncommon.
Oh, okay.
So I mean the most of them, except for like places like train stations and restaurants. So like yeah, that's where you're gonna find most of the bathrooms. There's some train stations that don't have a bathroom, I think. Um, but yeah, like
Crazy.
yeah. But like the we went to one today that it was free and it was actually pretty clean and I was like, "Oh my gosh." It was really nice.
That's
It's in the middle.
interesting.
Yeah.
That's very interesting. I so wait, if you go to a restaurant,
Mhm.
are you allowed to use the bathroom at the restaurant? Like, do you have to pay extra to use the bathroom at a restaurant? Okay,
But
okay, okay. That makes sense. Okay.
I'm pretty sure you do have to order. They don't have like a code for the bathroom, but everything here is pretty much on the honor system.
Okay.
Because
I
people live.
mean, yeah, yeah, that makes sense. Over here, there is no honor system because we all know most people don't give
Yeah.
a.
Oh yeah. Like the amount of times I've left either my phone or my keys at a grocery store and gotten them back right away because someone was like, "Hey, you left your phone," or "Hey, you left your keys."
No, over here, if I leave my phone anywhere, I'm assuming that
Gone.
that shit is gone. I'm assuming it's gone. I'm assuming somebody took it and sold it on eBay already. I don't know.
Gone.
I hate America.
Just come here. Or
Uh,
better yet, move to London and like audition there.
you know what? It's not out of the realm of possibility, to be fair. Not out of the realm at all. Eventually, maybe.
There's like some good there's a lot of good theater in Germany, but you'd have to learn German.
Yeah, that's the only thing. I love learning new languages. Like it's something that I actually really enjoy, but in order to I'm not so confident in my ability to actually be able to be fluent in another language. I would love to be bilingual so badly. Like it's something I want so bad because I want to travel and I
Yeah.
want to be able to speak the languages that I travel to, but like it's so hard, especially when you're living not in that place. Cause
Mhm.
like, yeah. But
I realized like how much I actually had learned over the last couple years, like when I started German class. Because like I can understand like our professor doesn't really. I just said professor. He's not even a professor. Oh my God. He doesn't really like I mean he's fluent in English, but he just tries to speak German the whole time. And
right.
like I understood like most of what he was saying like on the first day of class. It's yeah.
No, that's awesome.
When
Yeah.
you're there, it's easier.
Oh, for sure. That's why I'm like, I don't know. Cause like I'm learning Korean because like one of my top places to go. I want to go to South Korea really badly. And
Yeah.
I'm like, if I'm able to read stuff and like order things and like know the basics, like I'll be happy. I don't need to be fluent, but I would love to not be a basic tourist because I
Yeah.
don't want to be that American tourist who
Also,
talks to everybody like they're stupid.
oh yeah. Also, a lot of people in South Korea don't speak English.
Yeah, yeah,
So,
I know. I know. That's why that's yeah, that's the main reason. I'm just like, yeah. which actually I can, with what I'm doing, I can read it
Mhm.
better than I can speak it. So like I like the Hangul and the lettering itself is not too challenging. It's the syntax and the um
Yeah.
and the speaking of it is the most challenging part. But like I do want to go to South Korea really badly. South Korea and Japan, my top two. And I did try to learn learn Japan. I did try to learn Japanese. Sorry, for a little bit when I was in high school. That didn't
Yeah.
last. But I know a couple things. I watch a lot of anime, so
There you go. Ways to like watch like cartoons and stuff. Like obviously anime is not like cartoons, but like
no, I got you. Yeah.
cartoons like kids shows and stuff in the other language that you're learning, it's really helpful. Which one thing I need to do is watch Paddington in German because I know the movie really well.
That's so fair. No,
And,
that's yeah.
yeah, and they only have it, I think, here on Disney Plus, they only have it in German and French, so I gotta watch it in German.
No, that's cool. Yeah. Oh, you know what movie I watched for the first time that I've never seen before because I didn't think I would be interested in it is oh no, the name of the movie left me. Wait. It's no, the movie about it's a movie franchise about oh my gosh, about monkeys taking over like
Planet
apes. Yes, Planet of the Apes. Jesus
I
Christ. I
haven't seen that. I haven't
no,
seen
I watched it for the first time. I didn't know the concept of the movie. I
yeah.
just saw like the trailer and stuff for like the new one. And I
Mhm.
was like, it seems weird. But like I was watching it and I was like the first not the old ones because I those ones kind of freak me out. I don't like the makeup on it. It really freaks me out. But the newer ones, I started watching it and I was like, this is kind of fire. Like it gave me like it kind of was like scary. Like I don't know, it was freaky. It was kind of giving me like World War Z vibes. Like it was like replace zombies with monkeys, and then that's was like
I haven't
well,
seen World War Z either, so I'll have to
do
those.
you like zombie movies?
I don't think I've actually ever seen a zombie movie, but I love horror movies, so I
Oh my
probably
gosh, World War Z, such a good movie. It is so good. It's one of my favorite zombie movies, but one that beats that,
Mhm.
which you might not be interested in because it's not in English, but it's a South Korean
Okay.
film, but it's Train to Busan, and
Oh, I
it's
heard you were watching it whenever it
yeah,
was like filming or something.
yeah. Me and Naya watched it in the condo, but like it really does mix like a K drama and a zombie movie together, which are that's made for me. But like it's I don't know. I liked it better than World War Z. I loved it. I thought it was amazing. Um, it's very sad, but it's so good.
Do you watch like ghost like horror movies like ghost movies or demon movies?
I mean, I watch any horror movies. I'll watch any horror movies. I mean, I've seen like shit like The Conjuring or like stuff like that. The Conjuring scared the living hell out of me. I because
Because I haven't something yet.
it's oh my gosh. I love horror movies. Like I love horror movies, but I also get scared easily. So
Okay.
but I like the feeling, the adrenaline I get when it comes to
Yeah.
horror. So
Mhm.
I'll watch any horror movie even if it scares the daylights out of me.
Have you seen Sixth Sense with Bruce Willis?
I love Sixth Sense.
I
Sixth Sense,
watched
yeah.
so good. I really because okay, so what I thought was happening because what I heard about the movie was that it was his wife was dead. I didn't know that he was dead.
Oh,
I was told that like from what I heard about it was that his wife was dead. And so I didn't know until the end of the movie that it was actually him that was dead. And it was so good. And oh my gosh, I really
no,
loved
I love movies like that. That one I actually watched since like a pretty young age. I was pretty young when I first watched that one because it's like terrifying. It's just very eerie and like weird and like I don't know.
Mhm.
I like movies with a twist, with like a little twist at the end.
Yeah.
Um, I really like. I haven't watched it in so long though, but it's so good.
Yeah. I also watched because like my parents were gone for 2 weeks a couple weeks ago. So I watched a couple horror movies because I was
Hmm.
like, yes, I have, like I've got the ashes of our dogs and then like my grandmother's ashes are here also. So like I so I was like, this is the perfect time to watch horror movies. I'd be so scared. But I wasn't scared though. Like they were scary. I think the only one because I watched Shutter Island again because I
Oh,
texted the
yeah,
only one that actually scared me that I watched was Shutter Island.
really?
Yeah, it's the only one that actually like gave me the freaks. Like
Cause
because
like,
I watched
yeah,
the
that, yeah, cause like Shutter Island, I love Shutter Island's probably my favorite psychological thriller movies. Um, and it's like it never really scares me. If anything, I
yeah.
just like I watch it and I'm like, it just is so cool. And like the ending breaks my heart every time.
It's so
But
sad.
yeah. And
I think
yeah.
like it feels so realistic, like it could happen.
Yeah, yeah. It was very yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, cuz like any like movie dealing with like any type of like mental illness or like stuff like that, it's like it's very real and probably is happening somewhere. Which is why it's so like eerie and oh, yeah.
Ugh. It was like oh my gosh, because I mean I love it. It's so good. But
Mhm.
yeah, it was the only one that like I when I went into my room, I literally had to like shut the door and lock it and like go right to sleep because I was like, oh my God. But the
No,
other
that's
one
fair.
was The Omen, and I was like,
The
okay.
Omen. I have not seen that one, but I think I've seen the trailer to it. I think.
And I actually, because there's a couple different versions actually. Because there's a newer version, but I watched the version from the 70s.
Well, that's pretty. Yeah, like I don't know. Every horror movie I've seen from that era, I've never been scared of. If anything, I find them more amusing. I tend to find them more funny.
The fear. Oh my God. Oh geez, yeah. No, it's been crazy, but I feel like I don't know what to do with myself anymore though, because like I
I it's so strange to just be working and not having to worry about school because like I'll go to work and then just come home and then
yeah
I'll be laying down and I'm like, I feel like I need to be doing something.
yeah.
I need to be doing something else. But when in reality, there's like nothing else I should be doing. But I'm like, there is though. What are my assignments?
Learn my workout, Jackie.
Oh my gosh, that's another thing. I need to get on that. I need to get out. I need to run or something.
I know. I'm gonna start going on runs, I think, soon because like I've always wanted to like be into running because like I love running. I'm just not very good at it. And so
Me
like
too.
now I've been doing a lot of cardio, so I'm like, okay, I think I could probably like really get into it. So I'm hoping I'm gonna start that this week, but we'll
Here's
try.
to running,
I
because
know
I don't know. If anything, I'll just go on walks. Running is like so hard for me.
well
It's so hard.
I can do a 2.5 minute plank now though.
I don't
Which
even know if I can do a minute. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I don't
I
know if
used
I can do a minute.
I used to be able to do a 5 minute plank, and I'm like sad because I can't do that anymore.
Yet.
Not yet. In a couple
Not
months.
yet. Yeah, no, no, I haven't worked. I see my mom. Okay, I love my mom. My mom's so funny. My mom is in this like I don't know if I don't think it's not I don't think it's Zumba. I don't think it is Zumba, but it's like a workout class that she goes to. And she shows me pictures and videos of what they do and she's like, "Yeah, it's pretty intense." And she's invited me to go. Every time she's invited me to go, I haven't been able to go,
Mhm.
but I'm like, I probably should, but I haven't worked out since my jazz class in the spring. So I'm like, if I go just full ham into it, I'm gonna pass out. Like I'm like so scared. I'm not ready.
Do you want a personal trainer, Jackie? Because I could be your personal trainer.
Oh my gosh. You'll be very disappointed in me. Oh my.
Oh, no, but I like because I wasn't there for the entire summer I was literally doing nothing. I was
Right.
actually doing nothing because I didn't start my German class until the end of August. So I was like I had nothing to do, and so that's also like why my mom and I were like, "Oh, let's start a podcast." Do
You know
it.
what's funny is that I've actually always wanted to be on a podcast. Like me and my sister
Aw.
constantly talk
Yeah.
about starting a podcast, like constantly, because we just find each other so funny. Whether other people will find us funny is another story. But
I
like
think, yeah,
my
sorry.
dog, so yeah, me and my sister have always wanted to start a podcast. So
Yeah.
I might mention it to my sister, and then I might
Please
ask her.
do, sir. I can help. I'm getting really good at this stuff.
Yeah, that because that was the only thing I was like, I don't know how to do like any of the actual like editing and posting. Like, I don't know how to go about that. So I was like, yeah.
Like, I mean, because like I did have to like learn a lot, but it wasn't uh too terribly hard. But yeah, like genuinely, I will help you out with doing that if you want to.
Yeah, I might mention it to my sister because like we love just like shooting the shit and just like because like
Yeah.
every single time me and my sister are like having a conversation or like doing something,
Yeah.
we're always like, why aren't we recording this right now and like posting it somewhere? I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, absolutely. It's really fun. Like I think it's giving me like a reason to like do stuff. Plus it's helping me with building skills because I did have to teach myself how to edit. And
Right.
so I mean, not that I'm doing anything fancy. I'm just like on iMovie and like cutting things out or like moving things around. Like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I've had to do that for like a couple of like school projects, but that's like about it. I'm definitely not confident in it, but
I'll definitely like, I need to teach myself some like fancy uh editing stuff.
oh yeah, yeah.
Oh my gosh, I have to so bad. But there was something else I was gonna say. Oh yeah, like I'm even like I think we only have like friends and family listening, like we don't have any listeners. We're
Hey, you
trying.
know what? You know what?
Like
That's always how it starts, man. It's always how it starts.
we're
Um,
like oh my gosh. I don't know how many weeks in, almost 9 weeks in now, 10 weeks, something like that. So
yeah. Um, yeah, I'll need to go back and listen to your other ones because, like, yeah.
they're
Are
all
they just are have you had any other guests or has it just been you and your mom so far?
I had my dad on once.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. I think that's it. Because I mean, we don't right now what we're recording is episode 11. That will come out in like 3 weeks, I think. Wait, no, episode 9 just came out or it comes out tomorrow. So next week is 10, so this will be in 2 weeks. Yeah.
Okay, you gotta text me and remind me so I can listen back to
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
It'll be
I
so strange, but
yeah.
yeah. I just listening to my own voice talking on like Spotify would be so strange, but I would do want to listen to it.
Oh my gosh, but yeah, no, like my dad and I did a sports episode
Mm.
and I think I did tell you about that one. I was like, "Oh, like we've talked about sports on it or something."
Yeah, and I was
Your
like,
response was different.
probably not the best topic for me. Don't know much. The extent my sports knowledge goes to is literally Ted Lasso. I'm just saying that right now. That's the extent of my sports knowledge.
I mean, and that's okay, But
Yeah.
I didn't realize like because I grew up like my dad was a big sports person, like he loves sports.
Mm.
So recently I found out I apparently know more about football than my dad, which is really strange to
That's
me.
kind of awesome.
Know more about something like something related to sports than him, which is crazy. Like he knows more in the coaching sense because he used to coach. He
Mm.
used to coach me when I was like a baby.
Yeah.
Um, but like he knows a little bit in that sense, but when it comes to like players and stuff, I know more, which is really weird. Yeah.
Nice, nice.
But
So yeah.
we did start like we're gonna start a football Friday segment where we're talking about football. because recently I've had a very favorite football player.
Oh,
Uh, he's from England, but he plays in Madrid,
okay.
and his name is Jude Bellingham. And I think I've brought him up in literally every single episode of this podcast. Uh, so I was like, I gotta. But I was joking to my mom in I think like the la 2 episodes ago we recorded how I gotta slide into his DMs and get him on my Football Friday segment.
Oh,
I'm not
if only that would
I'm
be
tried to do it.
that would. Oh my gosh. I mean, I don't really know much about football players, but like, I don't know. Are they prone to responding to?
Probably not. Jackie, you're coming to Europe. Like we're gonna go to Madrid and we're gonna go clubbing.
I am
I
gonna be completely honest. I'm down to go clubbing in Europe. I will be terrified though. You have to understand. I will be scared.
will be too because I've never been clubbing before.
Clubbing is okay. I went clubbing once while we were in school once, and it was a lot of fun. But there were moments of like, oh shit, like there were little like, oh shit moments. But like,
Yeah.
for me, clubbing in another country, like that's a little scary, just because like I know I don't really belong. Like I'm not like, yeah.
Switzerland would probably be fine because it's generally pretty safe here. But like other countries in Europe are a little bit more dangerous.
Yeah. And then I know like especially like some places are more dangerous for like tourists and stuff
Mhm.
like that. So
It's
yeah.
crazy.
But
Italy.
like I know when I visit Europe, I'll have you to take me to all the places that are.
I'm pretty good, like even with the places that I haven't been, I'm pretty good about like researching stuff about like being street smart.
Mm,
So there's that. But
yeah,
like
yeah.
Switzerland is a good place in Europe to start with going because it's really safe. Um,
That's good. That's good.
Plus, by the time you come visit, I'll be so good at German. Oh my God.
Oh yes, and then I can let you do all the talking.
Really? You don't need to do anything. Gosh. But yeah, no, I want to get some. I mean, I want to get other like guests on the podcast, like the regular podcast, but I want to get like actual football players on the Football Friday segment.
That would be pretty cool. I mean, yeah.
I don't know how to do that other than like messaging on Instagram, but I'm like, no one's gonna answer me.
I mean, yeah, but like the chance isn't that high, but you might as well just like,
Right.
dip your toe and like just see.
I might, there's this German football player, he actually just retired. But if I message him in German, he'll answer.
Maybe, probably. I mean, I it would depend on like how he feels about English. Like if he's like
Well,
I don't know.
cast, but I haven't listened to it. But I assume it's in English because a lot of people listen to it, but I don't know. I could be wrong.
That's fair, yeah.
Let's see. But there's also this other football player who he's a goalie. He's not retired except from international play. That's a really confusing way to phrase that sentence. I am
Yeah.
so uh, he's from Switzerland, and he is probably my favorite goalie of all time. Just because like well, at least like my dad made a joke about how he looks like just a regular guy. Like you wouldn't
Right.
expect this guy's a professional football player. It's so crazy. But yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
But
it's
no,
like yeah,
yeah.
who was it? There was a famous Hollywood actor. I think, oh, William Dafoe. You know William Dafoe.
Yeah.
Yeah, how like people will literally see him on the street and not even realize it's William Dafoe because he literally dresses like just like he doesn't look like a famous person when he's just out and about. And I
Yeah.
think it's so funny. I'm like, you go off, William. Like he doesn't care.
Tony Hawk too. Like people don't know Tony Hawk is Tony Hawk. Like
Right. Yeah, because like they don't draw attention to themselves when they're out, but they just are just being normal people, and I think it's awesome. I
now
think
I
it's
want to
so
be
cool.
like I want to be one of those famous people that just dresses like a normal person.
Oh my
Like
gosh, if I ever were to become some amount of like gained some amount of fame, I'm still wearing sweats every day and I'm still eating from McDonald's. I'm just saying that right now. I don't care.
Oh, dudes, yeah, I gotta like work on my social media though, because again, like with acting and like performing and all that, you have to have a social media following before you can get anything, pretty much most of the time. And it's like,
Yeah. That's why I don't know. That's why I want to focus more on regional theater and then like touring stuff. Like, I don't know, cuz like I am so bad at keeping up with my social media. Like I have I think
Mhm.
200 followers. I have like somewhere around there. But
Jackie
like
told members in you.
what'd you say? What'd you
You're like, I'll fight.
No, 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 no. It's just
Oh,
because, like, I don't know. I feel like, I don't know. I'm just not good at social media. And, like, when we were talking about that in school, about having, like, a following and everything and worrying about your social media, that just, like, I was like, man, I just don't like social media. And I don't know. It's not my thing.
I find it really fascinating. I did a course over the summer where I actually got a certification for it called it was social media marketing.
Hmm.
I actually really enjoyed taking the course. I learned a lot about social media, but like I know how to do it really good. I'm really bad about remembering to post and like take pictures and stuff. So I need to start doing that more often because I genuinely like do want to. I mean, because if I grow my personal social media, it'll be easier to grow the podcast social media. So
Yeah.
there's
Yeah.
I
I mean, I feel like if I actually had stuff going on, like if I was doing shows right now or if I was like doing all that, then it would be a lot easier to post a bunch of
yeah.
stuff. But
Mhm.
like right now, what am I
Mhm.
gonna post about? Like I'm going to work and coming home. Like there's nothing really.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I probably do have a lot more stuff that I could be posting. I just like I don't really take pictures and then like when I do, like I've been to in the last 2 weeks, 3 weeks, I've been to two festivals, kind of like
Nice.
festivals. Um, and I took like a lot of pictures, but I never posted them on social media. And I'm like, I gotta do that.
Yeah.
It's it's a lot of work to remember to do it. 'Cause like yeah, but I also like I want to start making TikTok videos because I really enjoy editing videos. And so like
Mhm.
when I did two TikTok videos this summer because the Euro Cup, which is all the international teams in Europe play against each other in football.
Mhm.
That happened this summer. And so I made two TikTok videos that were me like making the Euros teams as like dance styles.
Wait, wait. I need to see that. Wait, wait. Like, okay, give me an example. Give me an example.
Spain was ballet.
Okay. That
So
makes sense.
I did that Spain because the way they played, like it was so smooth and like so beautiful. They didn't lose a single game.
That's great. Wow.
They won the entire thing. It was crazy. But there was one that was I was like, oh, that's hilarious. France was musical theater. And had like a beret, and I was like, it was so fun. I was like, oh, this is amazing.
That's crazy. I've thought about using TikTok for like singing things, but like I would want to post like professional type videos, not like I don't know. I find it kind of cringe when people are just on TikTok like just singing. So I would want to do like
Mhm.
have a good microphone, have like a good backdrop and do like really professional like covers
Oh
of
yeah.
songs. That's what and post them on TikTok or YouTube or whatever. That's what I would want
You
to do.
get famous so fast doing that, Jackie, because you're such a good singer. Like,
I've thought about it a lot and I think I don't know, I think I might, but I don't think I'll be able to until I move because I would need a good place to do it and I also I don't know. I feel like once I'm in Seattle, I can audition for things, I can work, and then I don't know, I can do like a side thing with a YouTube or TikTok or something. I don't know.
Seattle has a fantastic theater scene. Like,
I know. I'm excited. I'm excited.
Let me know when you're there. I'll tell you all the places to go.
Yes, please. I honestly might reach out about because I was
Mhm.
gonna look at theaters and see what kind of jobs I can get because I want to work at a theater so that I'm able to audition and
Yeah.
work at a theater so that I don't have to worry about stupid like conflict stuff because if you work at a theater, I'm assuming they're gonna be 10 times more flexible if you get like theater gigs.
Yeah.
Um
Mhm.
so that's what I want to do. So I might reach out about like
Yeah.
jobs that you have that you might recommend.
Yeah. I'll see if I still have contact with at least one person. It's been like 2 years since I was there, so I've lost contact with like quite a few people.
Sure, yeah. Yeah. Oh, an update on
Oh yeah.
I'm not gonna
I'm
I'm
your
very
little beaver. Is that okay?
you're
Your
what?
your little beaver?
My beaver? Oh,
Beaver. Because because we know what that means. I was thinking about that because we were in a town earlier where the German name for it translates to like beaver, because it's called Bieberist, and it
mhm.
translates to beaver. And I was like, oh my God, you know who I'm thinking of right now? That's so funny. And then I was like, oh my God, I'm talking to Jackie later.
Yeah, so beaver. Um I actually I asked her to go to the show with me, Let It Be.
Hmm.
Um and I was what the plan was gonna be was I was gonna invite her to the show and then I was gonna like have a talk with her. That was like the plan. But
Yeah.
I screwed up because I should have asked her sooner because she's not able to go.
Oh.
Um yeah. So, but the what thing I was literally in the car with my dad and I was like I can't be having this like panic inside because whenever she texts me I get like a little but she said that she was like, "Oh, thank you for thinking of me because I really miss you a lot." Is what she
Yeah.
said to me, and I was like, "Oh, I really miss you too." And I'm just like,
Oh
ah.
my
So
God.
I don't know, because like part of me is like,
Hmm.
because she has been texting me like more than I thought she was going to over the summer,
Hmm.
and I don't know. Part of me is like, maybe there's something, but like we're so far away, it's like I
Yeah.
don't know. I
Oh
don't
my God.
know.
Well, if it's meant to be, the universe will bring you back together, right?
No, I mean I do think like that. I am at heart I am a what's the word? A romantic.
Romantic.
I'm a romantic. At the heart of it, I am a romantic. I do believe
Hmm.
that if you are meant to be with someone, then it'll happen.
Yeah.
So that's how I live my life. So we'll see. I don't know.
Yeah, I know. I'm be sad over here pining for people who will never ever actually know who I am in general.
Hey,
You know,
hey, I'm the same. Hey, I'm over here like stimping over these guys that are halfway across the world and who are like have billions of fans, and I'm just like I can't be doing this. I'm 23. I can't. This is not 23-year-old behavior, but it's okay.
gosh, no, it's it's so wild. Ugh. But no, I like generally um in the meantime I've got like the other day, well we can buy like smaller bottles of wine. And so like we've kind of been doing that because it's just me and my dad now. So
Right.
like I mean, we get like that. I got a big bottle of wine yesterday that we actually still haven't finished. That was like 5 francs. 'Cause, like super cheap, right? Like,
Right. Yeah.
and so like, but I have like 3 of these small bottles of white wine because I'm recording 2 episodes tomorrow with my mom.
Nice. Nice.
We have so much wine to drink.
No, that's awesome. I love wine. Wine is my one of my favorite options of drink is
This is
wine.
why this is why you have to come to Switzerland. There's so much. Oh, I'll take you wine tasting. That's
Yes,
what.
please. I went wine tasting for my 22nd birthday. And it was I love wine tasting. I'll go again. Yeah. And especially in Switzerland, I'll
Oh yeah.
definitely go.
Yeah, we'll have to go to the French part. So, my French is really bad, but I'll work on my French too, and I'll be so impressive, like with my how am I
Oh,
gonna put?
I know I'll be just really impressed because
But
I took French for 4 years in middle school and high school and I can only say my name. I can only say my name is, and that's all.
There you go. I mean,
I know how to say sorry and thank you and all that, but
hey, um, but oh, do you know who Phil Collins is?
yes, I love Phil Collins.
He lives in Switzerland. Yeah, he
What?
lives in Switzerland. So if you come here, we'll go to Morges and go wine tasting and just hope we run into Phil Collins.
Is he? He's not from Europe, is he?
He's from England.
He is. Okay, 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 okay. That makes sense. That makes sense. I was like, he's not from Switzerland, is he? Because I would be like so floored. I'm like, because I love Phil Collins. I love his music so much. So
Yeah, he pulled a Tina Turner and moved here later in life.
I mean, as he should. I mean, he's living his best life. I hope.
It's so beautiful and like oh my gosh. But last time I was in Morges, I was with my mom. It was like not this past summer, but the year before, for our birthdays we went wine tasting.
Hmm.
And, we went to Morges and we we were like, "Oh my God, like what if we run into Phil Collins? Like what happens? Like do we go up and like take a picture? Like what do we do?"
And is
So
Switzerland like? Is Switzerland is pretty small, right?
yeah, it's
Like
really
it's pretty
really
small. Yeah. So I'm sure the likelihood of you running into Phil Collins isn't that low,
it's not too
considering.
if you know like the right places to go, it'd be probably pretty easy to run into anyone. I think um I don't know, before if I'm thinking of the right thing, before Tina Turner died, there might have been the possibility that we would have run into her.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I
Maybe
mean
was
like, yeah. And it's not like America where like if you're famous, like I mean Phil Collins is like he's famous, but he's
yeah,
not like so famous to the point where he's constantly being like,
right.
like bombarded. He's not like I don't know, like Tom Holland
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
Even though we love Phil Collins. We love Phil Collins.
Yeah, absolutely. There's actually tonight, like I'm not going to it because I'm watching another football game tonight. But there's actually it might be going on right now. A little like uh concert that's like he's not singing in it, but it's a tribute to Genesis.
Um mhm.
Yeah, so I was like, oh my God, like I was thinking about going like before like a when I first saw the poster like a couple weeks ago, and I was like, oh, maybe I'll go because like what if he just shows up like to be there,
I
like
mean
because
something like that, it's kind of likely, right?
yeah,
Yeah, you would think.
you would think, but I mean he lives a couple hours away,
So
so
wait, you know where he lives?
I know the area that he lives.
That's crazy.
I know it like because I've been there. If I'm right, I think he lives in Morges. Morges is beautiful. By the way, but there's this really gigantic hill. Wait, no, I looked up the wrong thing. I'm trying to look up Phil Collins on my phone. He lives in. I know I saw it. I know it's on his Wikipedia page. That sounds really weird. Oh, goodness. I might have skipped over it, but I think I literally just skipped over it. Hang on, this might take me a second.
You're
I'm
good.
where I'm supposed to be looking. Oh, he lives in Fetchy, which is I'm pretty sure Fetchy. Oh yeah, it's in Vaux, so it's near Morges.
Ah,
There's actually wine from there that no, I didn't get the Fetchy. I almost bought a Fetchy to drink tomorrow. But it is a fantastic wine. It is so good.
nice. Ugh,
I know so much
I love
about
wine.
Swiss. It's so
No,
funny.
that's good. So when I'm there, you'll know what I should drink. And
Really?
that's very important. And I want to experience leaving a bar with a drink and just drinking it while walking on the side of the road.
We'll do it. We'll go to like maybe we'll go to gosh, we could go to 1881. If we went like during a weekday, we could take a bus from right outside my apartment building and then go straight up to this bar. And we could get their like fries are really good. So we could just get like fries and beers and then
Uh-huh.
like walk to the bus stop just and like go into town or something.
That's awesome. And they probably don't like you said they barely ID, right?
Yeah, they don't.
Okay, cool. Because like I don't know, I'd be very like I don't want to
Yeah.
give you my American driver's license.
I always give my passport. Like, just give them your passport.
Yeah, that's
So,
fair. That's fair. Because it'll be
yeah.
my first time having well, I had a passport when I was in middle school. Because okay,
Mhm.
technically I have been out of the country, but I lived in San Diego and I went to Mexico, and
Oh, yeah.
it was like an hour and a half bus ride to Mexico. Like
Yeah.
that's where we went, and it wasn't a vacation. It was
Yeah.
like I was doing. It was for my church where I was doing like this like mission trip thing. So we were like building like helping build houses and like stuff like that. So it definitely wasn't a vacation. So
Yeah.
I would like to go outside of the country. Like I would like to go outside of North America is what I should say.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. Absolutely.
just because, yeah.
Or, you know what else we could do is what would be even cheaper to do is, and like the very like 20s thing to do, go to the grocery store and actually no, if we go on a train trip, we'll do what my parents do and get a train beer.
A
So we'll
train
go to
beer,
train beer. We'll go to the grocery store, get some beers, and drink them on the train going somewhere.
and you can do that. That's awesome. That's so awesome. Oh my gosh. I need to. I need to do that.
But I'm gonna make you drink like actual beer and not like because they have some beers that are like flavored. Like there's one called Summersby that's like tastes like apple cider kind of.
Oh,
Uh but I'm gonna make you drink like a real beer.
okay, we'll see. Cause I will drink beer. I'll drink beer if it's there. I mean, I go to the bar with I go to like a pub
Hmm.
with my dad. Um, about one. I try to go once every week. We do like a trivia thing, and all they
Yeah.
have is beer. So I will drink beer if it's there.
Yeah.
I just we'll see. I mean, I might like beer in Europe a lot better than
Oh,
America. We'll
your life
see.
will be transformed.
We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Um, but yeah, no, I'll drink anything if it's there. I'm like, hey, what the heck?
I mean, as we all know, I'm a lot of fun to drink with.
Yes, I mean, you're a heavyweight compared to me, so it's a little like whenever I drink with you I feel like I'm always on the floor and then you're like fine after how
Yeah.
many beers, like I can't.
To say, a couple months ago, I had this really bad hangover. And it it was so terrible because so I got a new bed, but
Mhm.
it's like a loft bed because I needed a new desk also. So I was like, okay, like I like this one and it's like really nice and I miss having a loft bed because I used to before we moved. Um, but I didn't get a new mattress and like the mattress I had didn't fit on it. So I've been sleeping on the floor for like 3 months. And so the
Oh,
reason I'm sleeping on the floor is because I had like a kind of mattress up there, but it's not a very good mattress. And it was really, really bad. And so we went out drinking and we got like pretty drunk. And I slept on that mattress. And because of how badly I was like how bad the mattress was, I slept so terribly that I was so hungover the next day. So I've just
oh,
been like on my old mattress.
oh my gosh, I can't. I drank when before my sister moved. I
Yeah.
drank what is it called? Have you ever had a beatbox?
What?
A beatbox. They're in like a box, like boxed water. Like
Yeah.
yeah, it's
Fuck.
like it's not wine. It's
Okay.
well, it kind of tastes like wine, but it's not really wine. It's like in a box, and each one is about 11%.
Oh,
And but they taste you do taste the alcohol, but like it's like a juice. Like they come in like fruit punch, like
okay.
strawberry lemonade, like stuff like that. And when I was drinking with my sister, I had about two of them, like full ones, and I'm a lightweight. So
Yeah.
I made the mistake. I did not drink enough water. I don't know if I drank any water, and
Oh
I
boy.
didn't eat that much either. So I drank that and I woke up the next day and I had the worst hangover ever. I was like throwing up, and like my sister had the same amount as me, was not hungover at all. I was so mad. And what was funny is my parents didn't know that we were drinking. So my mom my dad calls downstairs and is like, "There's food up here," and I was like, "Okay, I'm kind of sick," is what I said because I didn't want to go upstairs. I was like, I couldn't. I felt so bad, and my sister was just there laughing at me the entire time. I was like, I can't.
Oh my God. Oh geez. Yeah, no, I have been making it a point to not get hungover anymore because every time like I can't do it. Like I was so well recently it's been better because it's got really cold here. Like basically overnight. It's been so cold recently.
Hmm.
Um you're like, what's that like?
I mean, okay. I mean, yeah, yeah. Virginia doesn't really get that cold. It got a little like fall weathery, a little
Yeah.
bit, but not
Yeah.
really.
But yeah, like it's when it's really hot out, like alcohol has a different effect on you because you're so dehydrated already, just
Right.
because of the heat. So it's easier to get like really sick from drinking. But recently, it's been like not terrible. In like the last couple of days. I mean, I don't think I've drank that much. I've had some wine like every day, I think. But like right now we have so much. But yeah, I'm like, oh my God, it's gonna be bad. Because now, like, I can't drink too much during the week anyway, because I have German class and I have to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Right.
So it's like a, but I know I so badly want friends my age to go drinking with because I love my parents, but it's so weird to go drinking with them sometimes.
No, I get that. I get that. Well, you'll find people.
My mom has been, did I tell you about my mom's friend that worked with her at, when she was working at my dad's company?
I don't think so.
The guy from Portugal?
Oh, yes. Yeah.
So he moved to a different part of Switzerland for a job, and
Okay.
now he's moving back to this area. And so my mom wants me to hang out with him, but I don't know because like I think she thinks that we're friends, that we like talk all the time or something. But I'm like I can't like because he's her friend, and I think like
Right.
see it that way, but my mom sees it as they can be friends. They're near each other's age, and I'm like.
How old is he?
He's like, I think he's like 25 or 26, something like that.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
So, but I was like, I feel weird like texting him just like randomly because it's not like he texts me.
Yeah, I get that. I probably couldn't do that. I'm also scared of just contacting people out of the blue. So, like, yeah, I won't. Yeah.
No, I actually I don't have I don't know like anything that's been happening because I don't have the group chat anymore.
You don't have the group chat anymore?
I had to delete it because I was like, oh, the time difference is gonna kill me. Like if you guys are texting me at 2 o'clock in the morning.
No, 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 no. That makes sense. That makes sense. I get that. Yeah. Nothing has really been happening in that chat. Actually, I've kind of just been texting everyone separately. But it's just them and Lauren. That's it. That's fair.
I don't think we really talked about the topic we said we were gonna
We
talk
did
about.
a little bit. We did a little bit, but I don't know. I haven't been doing much since school. Just
Yeah.
working, and like the odd feeling that like that I don't have to go back. That like I'm seeing all this school stuff, and I'm like, I never have to do any of that.
Especially in that area, because there's so many schools in that area, like of Virginia,
Oh yeah,
Northern.
yeah. I live like right across from a school. I live like there's a lot.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, no, it's wild. I do see a lot of high school children around, and like here, so their high schools are so weird. So they actually get to go home for lunch for like an hour.
What?
And when I'm walking back from German class, I'm seeing all these really annoying, like middle school and high school aged kids that do not know how to behave in public. And
Right.
the kids who have almost hit me with their bikes, I'm like, is it socially acceptable to flip off a teenager?
I would say most people would say no, but I don't like kids. So if someone pisses me off, I'm just saying.
Oh my God. Like I've literally had two of them like right because you're not supposed to ride on the sidewalks here.
Okay.
Like driver like people in cars are supposed to respect people riding their bikes because that's a very like common thing in Switzerland is to
Mm-hmm.
ride. everywhere. So you're supposed to, and I get that they're like kids, so
Right.
I'm a little bit nervous about riding in the road. But like when you have two people on their bikes next to each other and there's a person walking on the sidewalk, which is meant for people walking, you cannot try to hit them, right?
Yeah.
And so I literally the other day I had two kids riding on their bikes because like I walk home from German class so that I get a little more cardio. It's like a 40-minute walk. It's not bad.
No,
Um
yeah.
and I'm like walking back, I'm on the sidewalk, I'm like minding my own business. I'm standing, like I'm walking on the correct side of the sidewalk,
Right.
not in the middle of the path. And they run me off the sidewalk.
They don't say anything, they just keep on going?
Oh, they just keep on going because they're little bitches.
No, I can't. Well, then that's not so different here. I mean, like, kids here suck. Like, oh my gosh, like, let's not even talk about, like, what is it, Gen Alpha? Like, I can't with them. Like, I will see these
You remember Jack
TikToks.
Generation 8 Tide Pods.
Right. Okay. 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 I'm not even talking about that. Like, kids have always been stupid. Like, we've always done stupid stuff. But, like, it's mainly now, it's like the slang and, like, the amount of, like, just people are becoming dumber. You know what I mean?
No, oh my God. It's
Like,
just, it's like, why do you have to be this way?
and it's like it's partly like I don't want to go into like young parents or like stuff like I don't know, kids now are just not, I don't know, I was healthily disciplined as a child, but I don't think these children are, you know what I mean?
Yeah, they're definitely not. Like I like I mean I think my parents did a good job at disciplining us. I mean,
Yeah.
I wasn't like a terrible child.
Yeah, neither was I. I was pretty tame, as I didn't really get into much trouble, but like when I did get into trouble, I was disciplined. Like I wasn't beat, like I wasn't like beat, but like if I was in trouble, like I don't know, my parents have pulled the wooden spoon on me. I've gotten the wooden
Yeah,
spoon
yeah.
and
Like
I've gotten belt sometimes. That one was rare. That's when I was in very big trouble. The belt came out.
I never gotten
But
the belt. We had the wooden spoon and then we had the Kool-Aid spoon.
what? Kool-Aid
Kool-Aid
spoon?
has the little eyes. It's like, back in the day, we used to drink Kool-Aid a lot as kids
Okay.
because I like instead of soda, like,
Yeah.
it's better for you. But the spoon that you stirred the Kool-Aid with, it was like I think we got it like with a bunch of Kool-Aid packets or something, and it had the Kool-Aid face on it.
I
And so,
think I might know what you're talking
yeah,
about. So
it's like a
was
plastic.
yeah, was there a reason why they chose that to use?
I don't know. I think it like
Like,
leaves a weird mark, and because it's like plastic, it hurts a little more than the wooden spoon.
damn. The imprint is crazy. Wow.
It's
That's funny.
but yeah, oh my gosh. But yeah, I mean like I don't know. I don't think I got in that much trouble. Yeah.
I didn't. I was very like I was a very anxious child, so I was afraid to do anything wrong, so I just never did.
Mhm.
Like I did occasionally. Like I would make like stupid mistakes here or there, but it was never anything like major.
Mhm. Oh my gosh. Well, yeah. I'm like really, oh my gosh. I've been so into sports recently. I keep going back to football. I love talking about football. It's so fun. I'm gonna try not to like uh, try and pretend that you know what you're talking about. I'm
I'll I know
gonna
how
get
to smile and nod. I know how to smile and nod.
I'm gonna get you into football, Jackie. Because
Hey, I used to play, okay, I used to play soccer over here. Not it it's the same thing, but I played soccer when I was in elementary school. So
yeah,
I know the rules and I
yeah.
know how it goes. I
Mm.
just have never been one to watch it. If anything, the sport I watched the most is baseball
I
because
love
my brother was really like played a lot of baseball and he was really good at it, so I would go to his games. And
yeah.
I think baseball is the game that I understand the most. I
Mm.
think because my dad's a big baseball person. My dad will watch football, but like baseball mainly is my dad.
Okay.
Yeah.
We did watch, I think, before, I think baseball was one of my favorite sports of all time, like always. Um, I love baseball. Actually, well, that and hockey. I love hockey. So. But also, like, two of my siblings used to play hockey, so
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
that. But yeah, like I have always loved watching sports, but I've never really had the opportunity to like get into it because either I didn't have the time or I didn't have the ability to. Because like at
Right.
school, if I wanted to watch sports, I'd have to go to Boomers, and I was like, I don't want to do that.
Absolutely not. I'm sorry. No, that place was
Yeah,
cursed.
because I
Absolutely
have
not.
actual sports guys, and like I don't want to be like I don't know it like the I mean I know the rules for like baseball well enough that it'd be fine, but I don't know like the players and like stats and stuff. So I don't want them like being like, "Oh, you don't know what you're talking about." Like
No, they no. Every the people that were consistently down there watching sports were the most annoying people on the planet. They were obnoxious, very loud for no reason. What some people would just like talk, but they weren't talking to anyone. They would just be saying stuff out loud, and you're just like,
I mean, I get that like in the talking to the TV because sometimes I do that. Like you
yeah,
watching
but
why
I don't
did
know.
you do
The way they did it, it was like very obnoxious, and it was just I don't know. I hated being down there. I hated it.
I was just like, ugh. Because like I also didn't really have anyone to watch sports with, so I was like, ugh. But recently, like now I've been able to like actually watch it, and like with the Euros, like it was such good timing because the
Mhm.
Euros were happening, so I was like, oh, so now I can get like really into it because I've always wanted to be into a sport, and football is like the easiest because it's so like very European, like to love football.
Right.
Um, and so, like, unfortunately, it's so tough because I had two favorite teams, England and Switzerland. Obviously, like, I was rooting for both, and then they ended up playing each other. And I was so torn. I was like, what do I do? Like, and then I was like, okay, I think I root for Switzerland. And then England beat Switzerland. And I was like, but like at the last minute, because they get so basically when you play a game, if you're in a because most of the time you can just end in a tie, right? So
Right.
like the Euros, there was a group stage and then there were knockout rounds. So in the group
Mhm.
stage, you can end in a tie, but if you win, you get 3 points. If you tie, you get 1 point, and if you lose, obviously you don't get any points.
Right.
Um, so the 16 teams with the most points moved on to the knockout stages, right? Um, so uh basically Switzerland obviously like Switzerland and England both got through. Switzerland won the first round, somehow beating Italy. Italy was the last Euros winner.
Okay.
Um for the men's Euros because they also have a women's Euros, which is
Okay.
next year in Switzerland. So
Ooh, let's go.
I might go to a game.
Let's
But
go.
but so uh Switzerland made it, and so after they beat Italy, they ended up having to play England. And when you get to a knockout round, if the game ends in a tie, you go into an extra 30 minutes of overtime. And if it's still a tie, then you go into penalty shots.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Penalty shots are really tough to like not get one.
Okay.
And Switzerland missed their first penalty. Someone who doesn't miss penalties missed a penalty. And I was like, oh my God,
Ouch. That's gotta hurt. That's gotta hurt.
hurting.
On that player's end, that's gotta hurt.
I know because like here's the thing, even if you miss one, you can come back from it because I think four people have or you do five penalties, right? So it goes one person from one team and then the person from the other team and then you go through the other players. And so
Mhm.
if everyone like keeps getting their penalties or if they have the same amount of misses like on both sides, then like you keep cycling through the players.
Right.
It was Switzerland missed their first penalty, which was really sad because I actually so the player that missed his penalty, I actually just watched him play today. Akanji.
Nice.
He's a fantastic player. He wouldn't have if he had taken his penalty later, he wouldn't have missed. He should not have been the first person to take a penalty. Should have been Shaqiri, and we all know and it's so sad, but oh my gosh.
Dang. That's
Oh,
upsetting.
it was so sad. I need someone to be as into football as me though. Because I am getting so into it.
And what, your dad's not as into it?
I mean, he'll watch the games, but I think he's like pretty into it. But I don't know. He's someone my age to talk about football with.
No, that's fair. No, that's fair. I get that. Yeah.
Because like, oh my gosh. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll meet a certain footballer.
Yeah. I mean, why not? That'd be perfect.
Right. Never happen. That's fine.
Hey, never say never, I say.
You have to help me.
Dude, I don't even know what's going on with my own life. I mean, I can. I'll hype you up, okay? I'll hype you up. I'll
Oh
hype
my,
you up.
I gotta start like, dude, maybe I should just become an influencer. Like that's it.
I mean, why not? It's not as hard as you would think.
Oh my God. I mean, I'm not that interesting of a person, so it's like I'd have to like,
That's not true. Everyone's interesting in their own way. It's just finding people that also think you're interesting.
yeah.
I mean,
That's
I don't think some other people are interesting, but some for some reason people find them interesting, you know?
I know, I don't get that. Oh my gosh. Seen the show Emily in Paris.
I have not watched it. I know I've
Okay.
heard a lot about it, but
So the season 4 just came out. I actually just binge watched season 4 and it's actually so stupid.
it
But
is.
I really actually so I enjoy watching it though because even if it's not the greatest writing, like it's just so easy to get into. And also the main character is played by Phil Collins's daughter.
Oh,
Yeah. So I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. But yeah, no, it's but anyway, so a part of it, it's the main character, she works for a marketing firm, but when she moved to Paris, she started an Instagram account about like living in Paris and it she got like she became an influencer. I was like, how
I mean, you could become an influencer for any reason. There are so many different types of influencers. Like you could do anything.
I've also been getting really into fitness, so maybe I'll start like posting my fitness routine on TikTok or something. I just don't want to get roasted by people about it.
You know, see that's if you become I mean, being an influencer, you're gonna get back. I mean, like people suck.
Like, I mean, right away.
Right,
Like,
right, right.
get bigger, like,
People yeah. People will always
yeah,
suck, but
you know,
it doesn't matter what other people say, to be fair.
I'll see what happens. Let's I'll try. I mean, I don't know. I've been getting pretty strong, so, but I always like
Right.
wanted to do like hiking stuff, but
That's yeah, cool.
thank you for listening, and we hope you enjoyed the conversation. We'll be back next week with a new bottle of wine and a new topic. In the meantime, if you want to join the conversation, follow us on Instagram and TikTok at Wine Together Pod.